it's Isabella and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, I have been dying to talk about this one. So you guys may have seen this before, you might not have seen this before. Either way, some of y'all are showing up because you're really interested in scams, or you've seen this and you've been dying to know what the hell is up with this. We are going to be talking about these celebrity giveaways. Now, many of you know what I'm talking about, where you see a celebrity posting up with a bunch of luxury items, maybe a car, and talking about winning money. It's a giveaway and so much more. And so I honestly got really nosy for a bit because I've always wondered if these were real and what was actually behind them, if there was a scam behind them, because it just sounded really sketchy and too good to be true. And today we are going to be diving into the entirety of these celebrity giveaways, what really goes on behind them, and actually a lawsuit that is involved with Kim Kardashian, Scott Disick, and several others allegedly. So before I hop into today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button down below. My merch, vlog channel, and podcast are in the description below. And now let's get into it. Here, real quickly, let me kind of break down the main basis and understanding of how these giveaways work and function. So if a lot of us, when we see them pop up on our feed, sometimes they're recommended or maybe through a celebrity or individual that we follow. Now, these can really range when it comes to scale. So for example, they can be a high scale giveaway with involving celebrities, or they can be really involved with smaller creators and individuals. So how these work essentially, I would like to get this out of the way and be very clear and say that giveaways or giveaways like this are not inherently scams, okay? Keep that in mind, because I've had far too many people automatically think, oh my God, giveaways are just automatically scams and we should, no, okay? For example, I have seen other smaller creators that have actually held giveaways and have done something like this before. And again, the item is given to the individual. So I would just like to get that out of the way and just say that this is a thing that can actually work for people. However, of course, as we know, when there is a wonderful world of something out there, there's going to be an aspect of it where some scammer or unethical individual takes over. So for example, health and wellness industry, that could be good, but we have scammy and unethical people that get involved that could promote really bad things, pseudoscience, you name it. We can have individuals who are, again, promoting ways of earning money and side hustles, but we could also have the world like MLMers and scammers that could be promoting completely false ideas to you. So there could be good and bad with it as well. So what I'm talking about specifically is the celebrity ones. That's kind of what I'm focusing on here today, okay? So now let's talk about the celebrity ones. How does this actually work? So what you're able to do is, I'm taking, for example, a Kim Kardashian one where you see a photo of some kind where there are a bunch of luxury items in there, just tons of different bags. Their photo is in there and they have a set of rules. So every giveaway has a set of rules, and these rules could really vary, but the very specific rules are held in these giveaways where in order to enter, you have to sometimes tag a friend, but majority of the time, the way to actually enter is to follow everyone that the main creator of the page is following. So for example, if Kim Kardashian is following like 40 or 50 people, you have to go down the line, follow every single one of them, and then let's go. Sometimes maybe they can be tagged in the description below and you can go down the line in the description and follow them, but something along those lines. And so usually you are following a bunch of people that are connected to this giveaway. And so every person that is in this list of people to follow are individuals who are participants of this giveaway. So with looking at it though and seeing the description of it, it's kind of wild to think about, because there are millions of followers per many of these different accounts that are promoting one giveaway, and the giveaway has crazy amounts of money involved. So for example, there's one that's talked about hundreds of thousands of dollars for shopping. They've talked about having travel, maybe a car, just items like that along those lines. And when it comes to celebrity ones, they really aren't small. They are large giveaways. So you're expecting to get a massive amount if you do win this. So real quickly, I want to highlight the probability of winning these things, because I think it's important to discuss. The probability of winning something like this is so small and rare. So at the end of the day, it's not even, in my opinion, it's not even worth getting yourself involved into, because you're just kind of getting involved into something and following a bunch of people that you don't even really want to follow. You know what I mean? Just the chances of that actually winning and working is literally little to none at this rate. And so it's just really fascinating how the chances of someone winning are slim to none and super duper rare. Now, here is where things get a little bit interesting and how this has actually come to be. So apparently there are accounts and specific companies that are entrusted with hosting these giveaways. So there is actually a company that I found through some articles that's called Curated Business. Actually pulling up the Instagram page right here. It's called a digital marketing platform. See past winners on the CB winners page, and it has at least 1 million followers. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know the origination or who runs these accounts, or if there's some sort of connection when it comes to celebrities. That's very unknown. However, there looks like and appears to be a main hub for this kind of stuff. So scrolling through, you can see the different social media posts talking about winners, giveaways, luxury items, and actually, if you go on, they do show winners. So that was actually a big thing that was popping up when it came to the discussion about these types of giveaways is, are there actually any true winners at all? Is this real? And from what it has appeared to me, again, this is only just from the very beginning of what I'm seeing, but it appears that they do list off winners as you go down the line. So far, if I'm looking at 2023, it shows the winners and actually tags the social media pages of the winners so you can see, which I mean, you know, that's not to say that you have to, because I get it with some giveaway winners, like having your face and everything just plastered all over something is not really ideal for everyone. But I mean, they do have, it looks like, a plethora of individuals who are here. Now, it's very broad. That's just, I don't really know for sure sometimes if these are like real accounts. I have looked at a couple and they look and appear to be real, but also I have to kind of acknowledge and wonder, and again, this is just my theory, have to be very clear, this is only my theory. I have to wonder though if a part of the marketing tactic would be for someone to promote a giveaway and have like a fake winner. That's kind of what I've wondered, but I'm not too sure. But again, like I said, giveaways are not inherently wrong, but when we're kind of working with some very fascinating celebrities who do not have a very ethical business past and have had some issues, it wouldn't surprise me if there is a catch with it. You know what I'm saying? So for example, actually speaking of, this is a Kim Kardashian campaign, and this is the winner apparently, and the total prize value was $130,000 allegedly. Now again, this is kind of, I think, up in the air of if the winners have to pay taxes for the items, or if the person who is giving away money are paying the taxes, whatever the case may be. That's still kind of up in the air, but let's kind of get into how does this get put together, right? How does this get compiled and become what it is today? So what happens is you can actually be reached out to, or you can reach out to them and become a sponsor. So right here, actually on the website, there's a section that says be sponsor. You can join a campaign if you're a business or blogger interested in working with us as a sponsor on an upcoming campaign. Please complete the below application form. Your account will be reviewed for suitability, and if approved, you will be subscribed to our marketing database and receive updates on upcoming campaigns. What I've been able to see, and from other individuals who have been approached when it comes to these giveaways, what you're able to do is buy in. So for high A-lister celebrity buy-ins for campaigns like this, you have to drop some stupid money, okay? So this is all alleged, but this is actually an example of someone who is approached by this. I'm just going to show her video and then we'll keep going.
Have you ever wondered why Kim Kardashian, who has like a zillion followers and is super famous, does these dumbass giveaways? Well, you're in luck because I own a brand, and my brand, Curie, has been asked to be part of these before, so I know exactly how they work. Kim isn't the only one that does these. Here's an email I got about a couple years ago about doing a giveaway with Khloe Kardashian. And one thing I noticed is Scott Disick is always involved, so I think he's one of the ringleaders here. Here's how it works. To enter the sweepstakes, you go to Scott Disick's Instagram, and to enter, you follow all of the brands that Scott is following. So right now he's following 75 brands. Those are all brands that paid to be part of this giveaway. Because we've been invited to do these before, I know that all 75 of these brands are paying $25,000 each to be part of this giveaway. That means the Kardashians and Scott are making $1.8 million on this giveaway that's live right now.
So as you guys can see by this example, it looks like the creator would have to drop around $25,000 to get involved with this. Now, here's the deal. I would like to talk about this from multiple different standpoints. From a marketing perspective, getting involved with a very high level celebrity kind of makes sense in the way that you, again, have access to that social media presence's followers. Now, that could be a really big deal when it comes to a content creator or a business, for example, because if you're able to get a decent amount of those participants to follow your account, you may have a chance of somebody sticking around, wanting to purchase from you, stay with you, etc. Now, if we really think about this when it comes to an investment side, $25,000 is insane. Let's get that out of the way, okay? But two, compared to how much someone would actually have to pay in order to have a sponsored post on, let's say, Kim Kardashian's or any other celebrity's page, $25K is not touching shit compared to the actual fee. So in a way, it's almost like a loophole to kind of have access to that. Now, here's the deal that I think is really fascinating. I don't think it's actually that beneficial to the people who are buying in or trying to get involved, because what is the purpose of buying in? You want to get in so that way you could be one of the many people that are being followed, and whoever celebrities that are involved with this campaign are posting, you might have all of their hundreds of thousands, even millions of followers coming to you. Now, here's a bit of a social media catch and why I think that this is just complete bullshit and a waste of your money, in my opinion. When you have a bunch of people like, let's say, Kim Kardashian that's promoting an ad like this, it's really not organic or good followers. Actually, if you guys look, you can check and see. Now, again, this is going to really vary, but a lot of celebrity accounts, sometimes there's a shit ton of bot accounts. Now, I am not saying that they are buying it. That is, I have no clue to determine that. And there's not really an exact way of determining if someone is buying followers or not. What I'm saying though is there are a shit ton of bot accounts that exist. And those bot accounts are a big part of the following, or old accounts, inactive accounts. And so when it comes to the Instagram algorithm, these people don't have an insanely high engaged audience. So well, yes, let's say Kim Kardashian has millions of followers, only a certain amount of people interact with her content. And that doesn't really mean though that those are people that are going to go out of their way to care about what you have to post. And also, if we really have to consider this from a social media standpoint, if I am someone, let's say, this is so insane, let me drop $25,000 and be a part of the giveaway, and I post up as well, and I'm hoping to have a crazy influx of people following me. Well, yes, I can have people following me. That's not really creating a long-term strong basis for having a good following. Well, yes, you could have people that follow you and all of a sudden that might jump up thousands. That doesn't mean that it's going to really mean anything in regard to money, influence, etc. So when those giveaways end, many people will go through that exact same list and unfollow everyone, so that way they aren't following people they're not interested in. And so your numbers are going to literally drop, which I have seen before with some people. And so it's not something that is really guaranteed to last for you. And then additionally, if we had to think about the broad demographics and differences per social media account, let's say for me, for example, I have a very specific style and aesthetic. And if I work with a specific creator that might have a drastically different style and aesthetic, and we do something like that, sometimes that may not really last or do really well for either one of us, because we might have what demographic A that's wildly different than demographic B. In order to have a really long-term, good, authentic audience stay with you, if you don't create the content that they're interested in, then they're not going to want to stay. And then furthermore, another point that I really want to make that I think is very fascinating about this topic is if you can't make a good organic following come to you by the sole value of your content, how the do you expect yourself to be able to keep an audience after something like that? And my thing is, you have no business doing this and trying to pay in and have people follow you like that if you cannot make it on your own. Clearly, that means that you're lacking in something when it comes to maybe marketing skills, value of your content, etc. And if you cannot curate that really wonderful organic engagement following on your own, then what the hell are you doing trying to have people come follow you? What is there to follow then? Because you might be lacking when it comes to providing any sort of value for an audience. And especially with our world today, I just don't feel like that's something that's going to really last very long. And I also don't think when it comes to social media and Instagram itself, it will last or work really well for you. I think that this is such an old way of doing things, and it's just very odd to me. And another thing I would like to say is I feel like the curate, and again, this is just alleged, I have a guess that maybe the curated brand might be paying people like Kim Kardashian or Scott Disick, for example, because then they're able to use and have the big A-list celebrity promoting and posting stuff like this, because there's got to be some sort of benefit to them. You know what I mean? They already have a really large following. They already have a really good wide audience. They already make crazy amounts of money. So I'm only assuming that they may be paid for something like this in order to be an individual who hosts. And I'm sure probably a hefty penny. Now, this is where we get into the unethical side of things, because we've already talked about different aspects of this, how it works, the ways that this really isn't a very smart business idea for people to do. And in my opinion, a waste of your time. But let's talk about the alleged scam attached to this, because this is where it gets real interesting. So there's multiple different articles about this, so keep that in mind, but I will have the two that I have been discussing linked in the description below. So right now we actually have this article that says the full story behind the bizarre designer giveaways. The Kardashians keep doing these on Instagram after a viral TikTok finally exposed the truth. Now in this article, it actually shows an example of a caption that I want to read off real quickly. It says, who wants to win $100,000 USD, preloaded credit card, 2 first-class flights, and 5-night luxury hotel stay in a destination of your choice. Imagine shopping in Paris, LA, London, Tokyo, Dubai, New York. You choose where you want to fly to this time. #ad. Don't worry if you can't can't travel, the prize is fully redeemable for $120,000 in preloaded credit cards. Like I showed you in the video previously, the content creator by the name of Sarah who discussed this and her experience with it, she actually has kind of discussed how Scott Disick is someone who is very involved. So there is some speculation that he could be a main involvement with the company. He could be a ringleader of this. We're really not too sure. All I will say though is I've seen a lot of the Kardashians and specifically Scott Disick being involved with the main hosting of these giveaways. So I'm wondering, and again, this is alleged, but I'm wondering if there is some sort of connection with the Kardashians mainly having a business and running this because it's another way of promoting themselves or something of that sort. I feel like there's got to be more going on with this because there's something I will always say is I truly don't feel like they would do something without a personal benefit in this way. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some sort of something involved, and that's why I'm like, I need to know. But it's hard when, you know, this is all I can find. Now, this article does continue on to say that with the 25K admission, you were able to have 75 participants in the giveaway. So for example, there was I think 2020 year where they had 75 participants. The article says if you do the math of 75 times 25,000, that comes to $1.8 million, which is absolutely insane. And again, the only winner is 120,000. So I'm wondering who's getting this money. What's it going towards? Is this a tax write-off of some sort? But this is a very fascinating take on this. So it says that means that Kardashians and Scott Disick are making 1.8 million in the giveaway that's live right now, which again, this is all alleged. Now, this is another speculation, a part of the article that was really fascinating to say about how some of the items, which is honestly makes a lot of sense, that are in the giveaway could be gifted. So when it comes to designer or even any other giveaway prizes, they may be gifted to the Kardashians, meaning they maybe just make a major profit off of this, off of people interested in participating in the giveaway, and they don't really have to cough up anything, for example. That's another really fascinating take on this. But now let's talk about the actual lawsuit that is involved because, ooh, this is interesting. Now, this is where the lawsuit gets kicked in. So the creators of this giveaway have been sued $20 million each for what the lawsuit says was a sham lottery they promoted in 2020. So Kim K and Scott Disick are being sued for allegedly holding a lottery but failing to deliver any prizes, according to a report by TMZ. An Instagram giveaway winner was promised 2 first-class tickets to Los Angeles, a 3-night stay in Beverly Hills, and $100K to shop like Kim K, according to the class action lawsuit that TMZ said it had obtained. Curated, an Australian company behind the giveaway, is also being sued. The lawsuit says that the real purpose of the lottery was for the Kardashians and Disick to work with the company to sell personal information to advertisers, which, if you guys don't know, I've actually talked about a company who has done this allegedly. That is BetterHelp, who has sold information apparently to a bunch of different companies, which is a big no-no. But that's a thing that happens, which super sucks. But so according to TMZ, the suit says that the people who entered the contest are getting invaded by hundreds of advertisers, some of who are soliciting the plaintiffs with potentially offensive and unwanted content. So this is where I think that this could be also additional moneymaker for the Kardashians and Scott Disick, and just for anyone I think who is the main hosters of this. Now, let's say Scott and them are a part of running this company or have a big hand in it. It would make a lot of sense. Doesn't mean this is ethical, but it would make a lot of sense for them to make a big amount of money, but additionally make a shit ton because companies are paying them to get your information, sell it to them, and then use whatever they want when it comes to advertising, which it really does make a lot of sense. That's a serious problem, I think, in our world today. But the fact that that probably would pay more than the 1.8 million or so that we were estimating earlier, probably. It's a fascinating topic. The lawsuit suggests that announced lottery winners were fake, noting that their Instagram accounts went private shortly after the giveaway was over. It says that Disick organized the lottery on his Instagram, while Kim K, as well as her family members, including Kendall Jenner, Kris Jenner, and Khloe, among others, promoted it. Neither Kardashians nor Disick commented on the allegations, citing source in the company. TMZ says that Curative rejects the claim. The firm contends that every winner was legitimate and was awarded prizes, and paperwork to prove it, according to source quoted by TMZ. A lot of this stuff is really up in the air, alleged, but it would make so much sense because, again, when it comes to this kind of stuff, and peace and love, when it comes to Kardashians specifically, you love them or hate them, but you gotta understand that they know how to make some money off of their projects. So what would be the benefit of them doing something like this? I honestly, it would make sense if they were. Now, again, a lot of this stuff is completely up in the air. And even with a lawsuit, if they actually did do something wrong, they're going to pay a fee and move on. That's usually what happens. But I think it's really a fascinating thing to show because there are many scams all over. Now, again, I feel like the idea of hosting mega giveaways and doing something super cool and having people all pitch in to buy an item, I think is really sick. And I don't even think that's a problem. I think it's a problem, of course, when we have mega people that could be selling your personal data. Hello, that's a fucking problem. So that is what we're looking at right now. Again, to kind of wrap this up, my final thoughts with this entire situation is when it comes to helping you like grow your platform, it's really not going to do you much at all. And especially in today's age, if you have to drop 25K just to get a bunch of fake followers, don't even be on social media. Like literally learn how to organically grow your shit and provide value, or don't be on here. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but dropping 25K is absolutely not going to do anything. And I also feel like, especially if you see the business practices of some individuals, like for example, Kylie Jenner, I feel like you should probably avoid something like this if they're approaching it. Not every business decision that they approach is smart. And I think that's actually something that I would love to talk about more, is how, well, yes, I do feel like they are smart when it comes to certain aspects of marketing and PR in general, but they've had a crazy amount of failed businesses that I feel like we kind of are forgetting. And I feel like that some people really glorify them as just incredibly super duper smart business individuals, when in all reality, they aren't always. They up. They've had a lot of business failures. They're not really on the ball all the time. And they have to do a lot of cleanup when it comes to their messes. So I think we just got to keep that in mind. Well, yes, they could have really good skills and be good at some things. That doesn't mean that they're just the most brilliant. And if they're involving themselves with stuff like this, I don't think that they're very bright when it comes to marketing all the time. So that was kind of my 2 cents. Enter other giveaways. Don't enter into celebrity giveaway like this. It sounds like there's some problems with that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what you guys think, if you guys have any other ideas or guesstimates. And again, don't be scared to enter in giveaways if you see it, because there's many content creators who do that and actually want to give away to their followers. Just be cautious, do your research, and don't forget to check out today's sponsor in the description below. And I will see my angels in the next video. Bye.